If you've ever felt like you're swimming in a sea of fitness advice and guidelines that seem to conflict, or if you feel like the fitness world is speaking a foreign language, or if you feel guilty for not following a perfect, really complex training plan, you are not alone. So much of what is out there can make fitness and resistance training in particular feel like an exclusive club that only allows in people who are following a perfect plan and have body composition goals. Well, I have good news for you. The American College of Sports Medicine just released an update to their resistance training guidelines for generally healthy adults for the first time since 2009. And the best part is that it confirms something that I've been telling my clients for years, and that is that consistency beats complexity. Welcome to Healthy Habits, Stronger You. I'm Katie, and I help women over 40 cut through the noise, build habits that stick, and get stronger with simple, sustainable strategies for movement, mindset, and nutrition. Okay, so why should you care about these updated guidelines from the American College of Sports Medicine? Well, if you're not familiar with ACSM, they are the organization that sets the gold standard for recommendations for physical activity for generally healthy adults. They have done the dirty work of reviewing many scientific studies and distilled it down into general guidelines that you can follow. For example, you are most likely familiar with the cardiovascular recommendation to do 150 minutes of moderate cardio activity per week or 75 minutes of vigorous cardio activity per week. That recommendation that you hear everywhere about your cardio activity comes from the American College of Sports Medicine. Since most of the people that I work with and am speaking with don't have the time or the energy to be reviewing the ACSM report, that's what I'm here for. I wanted to be sure to share this simple infographic that they put together of the key takeaways from their 2026 updates. Some of these are going to sound familiar to you. Number one is that consistency is much better than perfection. The main thing that you need to be is consistent, not perfect. Number two, once you've gotten consistent and you are consistently resistance training, you found the things that you like to do, there are ways to gain additional benefit in the areas of muscle strength, muscle growth, and muscle power. You're going to see benefits for all of those, don't get me wrong, in just standard resistance training consistently. But if you have specific goals, there are ways to maximize those. I'm starting a series. I'm going to save that for next time because it does deserve its own look to kind of demystify that for you. So we're going to spend some more time on that. Just know, strength training consistently, resistance training consistently is the most important piece. If you want to maximize your growth or continue to see growth beyond your first few months of resistance training, once you've established a consistent habit, then we can look at the ways in which to do that. Number three, and I'm huge on this one too, is to make it personal, because the best plan for you is not the perfect, all the variables are exactly perfect to achieve some certain thing. It is the one that you're going to follow. And the one that you're going to follow is one that you like and that fits with your real life. And so by making it personal and discovering what it is that you like to do in the realm of resistance training is super important. Again, consistency beats complexity or perfection. Number four that they really want you to know is that you don't have to have a gym. And this is super important because when you look out and all the sea of information that is out there, you can start to feel like, oh God, I'm going to have to live at the gym and be on use all of this specialized equipment. Their takeaways from all of the studies that they reviewed are that body weight resistance, resistance bands, dumbbells, all the kinds of resistance that you can put on your body give you the benefit as long as you're challenging yourself. So especially when you're starting out, body weight might be enough. And for certain exercises, it will always be enough as long as you know how to progress that and make it more difficult for yourself. As an example, I lead a body weight and band strength class for my community, and I've done it for the last 2.5 years. There are women who have been coming consistently to that class, and that is the resistance training that they do for their week. The testimonies that I have had from them on their improvement to pain and low back, improvement to their strength, improvement to the way that they feel and move has been so huge. Number 5 is to skip the advanced stuff. The advanced techniques that a lot of influencers are showing on Instagram, on YouTube, oftentimes are for those final tweaks to get to a certain level on something. And so as a general person just wanting to be strong, maintain their muscle as we age, maintain our power to be able to catch ourselves before we fall, all you need is consistent resistance training. You don't need to be following super high-tech complex things. Again, consistency over complexity. Okay, so what does all of this mean for you? That means that if you are not doing any resistance training, all you need to do is start. And a few weeks ago, months ago, recently, I shared a 10-minute strength strategy every woman over 40 should know. It is applicable for men, women, old, young, everyone. It is a 10-minute strategy that gives you the movements that are going to hit every major muscle group in your body. If you have 10 minutes to start, that is the number one thing to do. Take those 10 minutes, apply that 10-minute strength strategy, and progress from there. If you have 10 minutes, that is enough to get started and check this box on the new guidelines. The bottom line is that resistance training should not be optional for your long-term health, but it doesn't have to be overly complicated or become a second job. Next time, I'm going to dive a little deeper into that second key takeaway around matching your training to your goals. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, be sure to check out my 10-minute strength strategy video that I mentioned earlier. I will link it below. And remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just need to get started. I'll see you next time.